I'm going to show you how to install Zoom on your Android device. We can install the Zoom app for Android app in two ways. One is by using the Google Play Store, and another one is by installing the APK file directly from the Zoom site. We will talk about every scenario. You can use the timestamps from the description to get to the part you are interested in. Please note that I am using Pixel 7a with Android 15 installed on my device. This tutorial can be used for any Android version, as the steps should be almost the same. First, let's look at the most common way to install apps, using the Google Play Store to install Zoom. The first step is to open the Google Play Store on your Android device. You can usually find it on your home screen or in the app drawer. In order to install an app on your Android phone, you need to be logged in with a Google account. It is possible that you have not added an account on your Google Play Store. If you get to this screen, then it means you need to log into a Google account. If that is the case, we will guide you on how to create or log into your Google account. If you are already logged on to your account, skip this step by clicking the timestamp from the description of the video. Tap on Sign In. It is possible to be asked the PIN number or the fingerprint to continue to the next step. Follow the on-screen instructions. Now we reached another screen that gives us two possibilities. One is to use a Google account that we already have, or another option is to create a new account. We will talk about every option. Let's see how we can log into an account we already have. Type your email address or phone number associated with your Google account and tap Next. Enter your password and tap Next. If two-factor authentication is enabled, complete the verification process. On this step, select the proper access. Use this device for you or for a child and tap Next. Review and accept Google's Terms of Service and Privacy Policy to complete the sign-in process. Tap I agree. You can disable the backup if you do not need it on this page, but I suggest to leave it on. Now, tap on More and then Accept. Now tap on Get Started. You can verify your purchases by using biometrics or using your password. If you want to be faster, I suggest using your biometrics, but you can choose what you want. You can now install any app from the Google Play Store. But what if you do not have an account on the Google Play Store? How can you install apps? You need to create an account. Do not worry, it's fast and easy. Let's reset to the screen where we needed to log in to show you how you can create a Google account. Tap on Create Account. When you make a Google account, you are presented with the option to choose the type of account that best suits your needs. Let's take a closer look at each type of account. Personal account. This is the most common type of Google account and is designed for individual users. A personal account provides access to a wide range of Google services such as Gmail, Google Drive, Google Photos, YouTube, and more. It allows you to manage your personal emails, files, and online activities, as well as customize your account settings and preferences. Account for your child. Google provides a specialized type of account designed for children under the age of 13, known as a Google Account for Kids or Family Link. This account is created and managed by a parent or guardian who has their own Google account. With a child account, parents can set up parental controls, manage content restrictions, monitor activity, and approve app downloads. It allows children to access age-appropriate Google services and gradually gain independence online while ensuring a safer digital environment. For work or My Business. Formerly known as G Suite, a business account is tailored for organizations, businesses, and educational institutions. It provides a comprehensive suite of productivity and collaboration tools, including Gmail, Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, and more. When choosing the account type, it's important to select the one that aligns with your specific requirements. A personal account is suitable for individual use, while a child account offers parental controls for younger users. Business accounts provide a robust set of tools for professional purposes, facilitating communication and productivity within organizations. We will select a personal use account as that will do the majority of you. Once you're on the Google account creation page, you'll need to provide some personal information. Start by entering your first and last name in the designated fields. Tap Next. Select your birthday and gender and tap Next. You can create a Gmail account or use your email address. If you use your email address, you will be getting an extra step to verify the email. You will receive an email with a verification code that you will need to provide to Google so they can verify you are actually the owner of that email address. Because it is easier and it does not cost anything, I will select to create a new Gmail address. Next, it's time to choose a username and password for your Google account. Your username will be your Gmail email address, so pick a unique and memorable one. If your desired username is unavailable, you'll be prompted to choose an alternative. Also, you can tap on Create Your Own Gmail Address and pick a custom username. After you are pleased with the username, tap on Next. Take a moment to think of a strong password, combining uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters. This will help secure your account. Then tap Next. It's important to add recovery information to your Google account. This includes providing a recovery phone number and an alternate email address. In case you forget your password or need to recover your account, Google will use this information to help you regain access. Make sure the phone number and email address you enter are valid and accessible to you. I will skip this step. Tap Next to confirm your new email address. On these steps, you can personalize some settings. I will use the first option as I do not wish to go on every step and make this a very long video. You can choose whatever you would like on this part. Now you will have to confirm settings and cookies. Scroll down and tap on Accept All or Reject All. Scroll down and tap on Confirm. Scroll down and tap on I agree. You can disable the backup if you do not need it on this page, but I suggest to leave it on. Now tap on More and then Accept. You need to accept the terms of service for the Google Play Store. Tap Accept. Now tap on Get Started. You can tap here whatever you want. You can now install any app from the Google Play Store. Tap on the search icon from the bottom. Once you're in the Google Play Store, search for Zoom. You should see the Zoom app in the search results. Tap on the Zoom app and then tap the Install button. The app will start downloading and installing on your device. Once the installation is complete, open Zoom. But what if you do not want to install the Zoom app from the Google Play Store? Or maybe an app might not be available on the Play Store. Or you cannot use your Google Play Store because you do not remember your password. In that case, you can use an APK file, but be careful only to download APKs from trusted sources. I suggest always downloading the APK files from the Zoom site, not from another place. If you install APK files from unknown sources, you can end by infecting your device with malware and get your important data, like credit card or password leaked on the internet. But let me show you how you can install an APK file. Let me reset the installation. Use your browser to find and download the APK file for the app you want to install. Open the Chrome app. Search on Google, Zoom followed by the word APK. You see, I found in the first result the official site for the Zoom app. Tap on that site. I want to install the app from the Zoom site, so I will tap now Download from Zoom. The download has started. You can tap on Details to see the exact progress. After the download is complete, tap on the file you just downloaded. You will receive a warning about not being able to install the app. Do not worry. Tap on Settings. Now enable the toggle Allow from this source. When you enable the toggle, the installation process will start. Tap Install. The installation will start, and when it ends, you can tap on Open to open the app. Now open the app. Now we reached a point where both methods are the same. And that's it. You've successfully installed Zoom on your Android device. Now you're ready to join or host meetings. You can create an account directly by following the prompts on the Sign In option, or simply create a new account on the Sign Up option. And that's it. Installing Zoom on Android is super simple once you know how. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon for more tech tips and tutorials. Got questions? Drop them in the comments below. See you next time.